Here, let's see, 5. And we're on live with
We are live.
Drummer extraordinaire from a lot of bands, like, well, not a lot of bands, but like the Laughing Hyenas, the NECROS, and he's done a lot of interesting stuff in his career, and I'm a fan. Welcome to the Church of Rock, Todd.
Hello, glad to be here.
Where are you at? Where do you live at these days?
Portland, Oregon.
That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, I'm out northwest, like northwest 123rd. Cedar Mill is the neighborhood.
Okay. Yeah, my daughter's up here in southeast Portland.
Oh, cool.
How long you been up in this area?
3 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do you notice the vast differences between the Midwest and out here?
Well, we were in California about 14 years.
Oh. Before
this, so I haven't lived in Toledo for almost 20 years. So
okay.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's definitely a lot different, which is not. Which I mean, I like it out west better.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not going to move back there anytime soon. So,
well, I tell you, the music fans out there are pretty rabid, but there's not a ton of culture compared to the West Coast.
Right. Yeah. This is true.
Opportunities.
Yeah.
Everybody that I've read a lot of interviews with you and stuff over the years, and I don't want to just do the generic thing. So I'm going to ask you some stuff that I think would be interesting anyway.
Sure.
Your mom was a music teacher. That's pretty cool. Was she pretty helpful in your career starting out as a musician?
Excuse me. Yeah, we had mandatory, we had to start piano lessons like 3rd, 4th grade, something like that. Mandatory. We didn't have a choice. And then after a while, we could basically choose if we didn't want to play an instrument anymore or choose our own instrument. So I actually tried cello first. That did not go well. So that was still why I think I was still playing piano at that point. I had a drum set like as early as I was probably 6 or 7.
Wow.
I think. My dad came home with a little toy kit. I think I destroyed it in about 3 months. Pretty much, like it was just a little toy thing. And then a little bit after that, he kept finding pieces of a real kit.
Well, right? Then I read the line that you were listening to the Stooges and the MC5 at age 9.
Right when those records came out, my brother was about 5 years older than me. So in '69, he was, a teenager, like 13.
Yeah.
Something like that. So yeah, he was collecting records pretty early. So I was exposed to that stuff really early on. I still have it. I have the Kick Out the Jam 7-inch. That was actually mine. And we used to my sister and I used to play it on 78 and do the whole freak out on the bed, bounce up on, just go crazy on it. Right. So
that's
cool.
Awesome. I got to meet you back in 1984 at Tuts in Chicago. It was the very first punk rock gig I ever played at a punk club. And it was really embarrassing on my part. And I'm sure you don't remember it, but that's a pretty neat thing. I got to meet you in '84 at Tuts.
Yeah, I think you told me about it. So yeah. I remember that. I remember that show, though. I think that that show had gotten moved, I think, from Cubby Bear to Tuts for some reason.
Yeah, Rights of the Accused was on the bill.
Yeah, right. And then you were the other band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, I want to skip ahead to some Misfits. A lot of people might not know that you played drums for the Misfits before they broke up at the Irving Plaza and also Greystone Hall, the very last show, I believe, on Halloween, right?
Right. And I actually did a sound check at that Ukrainian Hall show, the Halloween show, because Googie was stuck on the train. So they wanted to get things moving. So I did the sound check. So it was kind of my audition, I guess. So
how'd that go for you? Was it easy for you?
Yeah, I mean those songs are not very complex, right? As far as drumming wise, they're pretty caveman. So
what kind of vibe was in the air on that last show at the Greystone Hall that they did before the Misfits broke up?
Oh boy, I mean, we were on tour, so it was our homecoming show basically, because we'd been on tour for 2 months. Not with them. This was the tour after that. They were just stuck in New York without a drummer. basically. And then they got him, like, did the high, I don't know. I mean, the vibe of that night, it was chaotic, if anything, the whole night, kind of. And then, we had like a hairy buffalo going on backstage and stuff like that. So
your audio's cutting out. Sorry to interrupt you, man.
Yeah,
Kind of weird thing with the audio.
I'm gonna have to go upstairs.
That's strange, man. I've never had this happen.
Let's see. This might be better. You got the audio back?
No, it's weird, man. It's like it sounds like you're like underwater.
Yeah, that's still. Is that any better?
I'd like to call you back and try to start a part 2.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks. Let's do that.
Yep.
Okay, I'll call you right back.